Welcome back, everyone, to Miss Azrael's Gaming. So today we're going to jump back into Tavern Talk, and I believe we're coming to the end. Because the last time we played, everyone had set off for their quest, and we had lost. What was her name? It was the sister of Hex. I cannot think of her name right now, but she cast the teleportation spell to get everybody where they needed to go a little bit faster, and she lost her life from it. And that was a possibility. There was a possibility that could happen, but she wanted to do that because, she was not immortal like her brother was, because they were half elf, and Hex got more of the immortality, more of the elven features than she did. And so that was kind of like a plot point through this whole game was Hex was trying to protect her from everything, but she wanted to do things. She wanted to live her life and live because she knew she wouldn't be here as long as he was. And Grace, that's it. She went out on her own terms. She wanted to help stop everything that was going on, and that's what she wanted to do. And we sided with her, and I knew doing that was probably a chance that was going to happen. But I also knew what Grace wanted to do. She wanted to live her life. She didn't want Hex to dictate for her anymore. And unfortunately, Hex does not know and will not know until he comes back. So we are in Act 4, The Wake, 25, Final Lullaby, First of the Dying Moon. So let's go ahead and get started with our day. They had a new update that allows you to see your charms and stuff that like people would bring you from their quest. They're a little more noticeable, and apparently they also zoom in on them. Unfortunately, we're coming up on finishing the game. We probably won't receive anymore, but they are supposed to zoom in on them and show you where they are, because sometimes you didn't see what was brought back because it just popped up in the background and you never saw it. So that would be a neat thing to kind of go back and check out there. So they should be getting back soon. Maybe they'll bring me a snack. Oh no, there's Hex. I don't want to tell him. I don't want to tell him. A round of applause for the heroes of Australia, please. Did you bring snacks? What? Sorry. Applause. That's better. Is that a winning grin you're wearing? What else would it be? The world is saved, Innkeeper. I'm happy to hear that. Not that I expected anything less, but it's good to stop worrying. Yes. Can I offer you heroes a drink? Not quite yet. I'm not starting my heroic story without Gracie. I need her oohs and ahs, and Hex, be more careful. Oh, God, here we go. Where is she anyway? Did she get tired of you? Hex, I'm sorry. She didn't make it. What do you mean she didn't make it? Like, you mean in time? She didn't make it back in time? Did she go take a nap? She didn't survive the teleportation spell. She promised. I know. No, you don't get it. She promised she'd be okay. Grace doesn't break her promises. She didn't get a chance this time. But Dragons, Gracie. You had insist on dying a hero, didn't you? Where is she? In one of the rooms upstairs. The one with the pink carnation hanging from the do not enter sign. Okay, thank you for taking care of her. She was the most talented witch I'd ever met. She was, and the kindest one too. But I guess a good heart can't save you, even if hers saved mine, or saved me. That's awful. Yeah, she was a wonderful woman. The world's gonna miss her. I'm thankful for her help, though. Without her, we would have never made it. I hope she knew that. I think she did. We always made sure she'd never forget how talented she was, after all. So, you two, drinks? Would that make you feel better? A little? I'll take one then. Something that'll make me feel like a featherlight nymph, maybe. Thank you, Fable. Yeah, that was not easy to have to tell them. Okay, so we'll do a swift strike. That's what Fable always gets. Okay, a little defense. Here, your favorite. I'm always comfortable by the extent to which you know me. Thank you. Or comforted. I cannot read words sometimes. I guess we should get on with the epic heroic story now, right? I'd appreciate that. I'll start with the other group that took care of the roots. I imagine it began with a battle of wits. They're safe, the roots and the people. Local government didn't believe them about the dangers, so it was a close call. But it sounded like they got everyone out in time. Then all that was left was kicking some undead ass. Kyle said they had a lot of help too, like the Banshee and the Mari Morgan answered by his call and scared some of the skeletons to dust. A powerful wizard and a bunch of familiars and former familiars showed up with claws and fire at the ready. Scully convinced the Everbloom Archives Bleak Stalkers to come out to our aid. After they heard about Tia, they were furious. Even Nell's parents showed up with a group of retired adventurers from Borkham. And with Scully's Union for the Undead Alliance at the ready, not all of them had to be killed. Scully said many of Quasar's undead creatures deserted and joined our side. Uncle Dragon came by and helped too, together with the werewolf settlement from the Ashen Grove. Was glad to hear the old fool still got some guts in him. And apparently Iniko was waiting for them in Thamus. They had made a bomb to blow up the undead army. Jade said it malfunctioned, took out a whole lot of zombies, but a bunch of houses too. They stayed back to pick up those pieces. Sounds eventful, but the team won? They won. And you? Won too. Barely. That sounds exciting. You got a strange definition of exciting. The teleportation spell worked really well. It was super precise. We could even see the outline of the astral portal, lined in the blood of the first vampire. And showing us the desecrated aperture on the other side. In front of us, stretching endlessly, was a wide river of the astral sea. Its glistening water was mixed with immortal blood. We were sure it would lead us straight to Quasar. But the water was pretty deep, and we didn't bring a boat. So Voy pulled out a small miniature boat he'd stolen from the wizard tower. Turned out it was a giant inflatable boat. It took us a while to blow it up. But it looked like it was made of a bunch of balloons or stained glass, which was fun. Though the fight was tough. Voy kept healing us whenever we went down, but he still had an undead T on his side. Though I did my best to keep her at bay with my arrows. Eventually, Clay got to her. He made sure she didn't have to fight us anymore. He'll give her a proper burial soon. You better show up. I'll be there. But I guess that didn't end the fight. No. Carolyn kept Quasar at bay for a long time, but I hate to admit it, but I did. He was stronger than anything I'd ever fought. That axe is no joke, but neither was his determination. Voy managed to get her away from him just in time, but it looked pretty bad for us all. Only I was still in his way. I prepared myself to call on the powers that gave me, no matter the cost. When Hex cast Fireball? No, I cast Soulbind. Quasar had a bunch of Fable's arrows stuck in his ribs. And he looked bad. Bad enough that I thought I might be able to pull his soul out. So I thought I might as well give it a try. That could have ended you, or our friends. Could have, but I guess us hexes are known for risky moves, huh? Plus, Gracie would have killed me if I didn't make it back. I had no choice but to survive. Did it work? Obviously. I pulled his soul straight out of his body, and in my panic, I bound it to the closest object. Ur's great axe? Precisely. I think it's just a cursed great axe now. We even brought it home for you. Thought it'd make a great tavern decoration. I have it in a bag of molding Volt lent me. One moment. Here you go. Oh, good. We did get to see that. That's wicked-ass looking sword. Like it. I love it. This will spice up my tavern wonderfully. I don't want this. No, I like it. I knew you'd like it. Thank you all for the wonderful story. I'm very proud of you. We couldn't have done it without your help. or without graces. How about I get you all another drink on the house and we go tell her the story? I'm sure she'd love to hear it. That sounds wonderful. It's been a blast, Innkeeper. Thank you for everything. Cheers to a million more adventures, or something like that. Don't get all sentimental on us now. Let's go tell a story. Let's. Okay, so the achievement was all's well that ends well. Sadly, that is not everything. Okay, so that was absolutely the end of the game. All right, everyone, so that is the end of Tavern Talk. I honestly thought there was going to be a little bit more to it. For the ending, like more of talking to all of the characters. But we only got to talk to Carolyn, Fable, and Hex. And, I'm kind of a little disappointed about the ending. I wonder if I had, picked different things throughout the rest of the game, maybe if there would have been like a different type of ending or something like that. But I did thoroughly enjoy the game. It was definitely a very long game as well, which I enjoyed about it because I love these type of games. And but yeah, the ending was a little lackluster for me. But they do have some DLC now that has come out in the process of me playing this. So if you did enjoy Tavern Talk and you would like to see the DLC, let me know in the comments down below. I mean, I might still end up getting it and doing it anyways, but I would always love your guys' feedback. If you enjoyed Tavern Talk and you would like to see that DLC, because I know it's got, I forget how many hours they said, but it's got some new characters. It's bringing back other characters. I'm pretty sure Fable's back in it. We have this character here, looks like an elf, which is a newer character, and I think it's mostly kind of like, at least from the screenshots that I've seen, the DLC has a lot to do with whoever this elf is. I'm not sure. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below your thoughts on Tavern Talk and the story. Were you disappointed with how the ending went? Were you expecting to see more of the characters? Did you enjoy the ending? Yeah, just let me know down below. Please leave me a like, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you next time. Bye.